Hello, fellow collectors. Today we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello with his weapons. These are heroes in a half shell made by Playmate Toys. These are a retro version of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here we have some artwork that harks back to the original toys. Here we see the four brothers here. We have a spotlight or a portrait of Donatello. Please pause to read. And here we have the story of the turtles as it was told on the back of the figure. So here we go. And let's go ahead and bring in the scale. And see that this character is coming, got a little bubble issue, coming in right at 4.4, same weight as Raphael. So let's get this guy out and see how cool he is. So now that we have Donatello out, we can see that Donatello only is coming in right at 4 inches tall. This is the normal height for the original Turtles. So if we look, he also comes with his stand and 2 weapons. His is attached on the side, but this is the same weapon set that came with all the other turtles, except for their weapon of choice. So if we pull Donatello in, we see that he has a purple colors on here as far as the knee pads, elbows, wrist, and bandana go. He has a D on his chest and has a place to store his weapon on the back. Now some of the turtles have this ability to move their foot back and use it as a balance. I think this is a lot better than some of the originals that just had flat feet. So the way to tell the new toys versus the old toys had bigger holes than the originals. You look, there we go. So as far as Donatello here is concerned, he is a darker shade than any of the other turtles. All the other turtles were just a different shade of green, but this Donatello is more brown. And here he is next to Splinter to show that this new version of Donatello. So as far as articulation goes, these heads are a lot harder than the original toys. The original toys were made of rubber. These are not, but they do go right and left, no problems, no down and up articulation. Arms rotate around. They have the 4 arms that tilt or rotate. No articulation in the stomach or abs, but they do have the legs that go in and out on a ball joint here, so you can move them in certain fashions. Now, the only thing about this stance is you have a backwards and a forwards, but to balance it takes a little bit of work. So it's better just to leave it in that stance, and you can have his weapon of choice in the front here. So, like I say, up to you how you want to do that. So let's go ahead and bring in his weapon of choice here. And we see that it fits in his hands without a problem, which is always nice to let them have their weapons. Alright, let's bring in the retro Raphael so we can see how they look together. Let's bring in the original Splinter. There he is. And then we'll bring in Mikey and Leonardo as well. There we go. We have the 4 turtles with Splinter. Now these 4 are all the retro versions. As I said before, the originals were just a little different color-wise. And just look at the foot the hole on the bottom to let you know that they are not the original toy, because Playmate's updated hole is for all the figures using the same hole. So, if you collect turtles or any of the other figures, go ahead and use the link below to save some money at Entertainment Earth. And as always, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.